Hi there, this is Nadia Letts, and I wanted to share some testimonies. So Jesse Roop has graciously volunteered because he says he's getting all sorts of amazing testimonials from people that he has been working with. So would you want to share one? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I got started in frequencies a few years ago dealing with my own problems. So I've been able to handle a lot of those. And then as I learn, I help others.
Great.
So that's basically how I got started into it. But something here recently that really it made me so happy when I was talking to this lady. I was already working with her with some sleep issues for a couple of weeks, and we got those under control. I'm like, you know what? She was telling me about having fibromyalgia. So I found a program for that, and I started running it on Sunday night. Then I seen her again on Wednesday, and I asked her about it. She goes, "Yeah, it's been really good for the last couple of days." I'm like, "Yes, I started Sunday night for you." It was just we just started busting out laughing, just having a good time, and
That's
that was
awesome.
that was quite an experience.
It's funny
Watch
how
her face
people
light
don't
up in a minute.
realize like the one-to-one correlation until you mention that. And you're like, oh yeah, wow.
Right, I started for you Sunday night. You didn't know anything about it. Now later tonight, I'm planning on getting started with a neighbor lady of mine. Um, so I'll have another testimony, I'm sure, here in a week or two.
That's great. You had mentioned that some attitudes have been changing in your house also.
Oh yeah. Well, I was already working on a couple different ladies, and I go, let's do an experiment. Send me a picture of the front of your house, and I'll start running a playlist for the house. Well, as you can imagine, they were skeptical. It took a few days, but they sent it to me. And wouldn't you know, like I started off with the Peace, Calm, and Tranquility playlist. And the first night, either the husbands weren't as fussy, the kids were less grouchy. The one lady said she actually went to bed feeling peace in the household for the first time.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
she's got the scanner now, so that definitely worked.
That's awesome. You might as well just play it for the whole neighborhood.
I've thought about taking a picture of the whole U.S. and running something
I like that. We've done that for the world with groups before,
nice.
for inner peace and stuff.
Oh well, speaking of that, white lines used to be a problem over my house. I
Hmm.
don't see them too often anymore.
Oh, in the air, you're talking about white lines?
That's correct. I'll be like,
Uh,
look up and I see a nice blue sky and I just smile. So when
So
I
you,
do see them, they're not there for as long as they used to be.
so what are you
So
running? Chem detox, pesticide detox?
yes, and virus and bacteria and heavy metals and anything I could find out. Yep, I'm putting that in. I'm putting that in.
I
Like
love that.
energetic clearing, a shield I put in there, and it was just again it was another one of those deals that just made me absolutely laugh. So many white lines outside. I go when I'm setting it up, I come out right away and I couldn't see anything. I'm like, I just did it, minutes ago, and here it is, results.
I don't know if you knew it or not, but when we were in Thailand together on a bus, we were in the front of the bus, you were in the back of the bus, and we were running frequencies to the front of the bus to get rid of the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I did put a place together for my yard with
Hmm.
insects. It hasn't been a decrease. It's still been a decrease, but not as perfect as I would like. But I'll take a decrease anytime for sure.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Also, like for me, my very first experience when we were in Thailand, with all the sitting and crap food, I could not see my ankles for the first 4 days. I was so
Mm.
inflamed. So I started with the scanner that afternoon around supper time, just started doing everything I could see. Like it was very intuitive using the scanner. The next morning, I could see my ankles for the first time.
Oh, wow.
4 days and then just hours of using the scanner, I could see my ankles. That was my first experience.
That's awesome. I love it when people have big experiences at first.
Oh yeah. So another lady I've been working with, I've done some stuff with her for a couple years and we had some control. Then the last several months, I mean, she was like on her wits end. It's like if this is what I got to live for, I don't want to be here. It's like okay, no, I get it. I've been there too. So she went to the doctor. She got levels, so I could see stuff was in range, and her lab showed stuff was in range, but it was like very low. Like let's boost this up. Let's boost that up. And she started taking that night a different pill she got from the doctor, a natural one. And then as I'm looking at her levels, I said, said, all right, if I give you restless legs? Is it okay if I give you this other thing for legs? Can I give you these two thyroid things, being that this is the diagnosis? Is that okay with you? So she said, sure. And I added some vitamin stuff in there too. And she wasn't expecting to feel better for like 6 months. The very next day, she felt like a new woman.
Wow. That's
Yeah, and even
awesome.
still, see, the other day she told me, I have so much energy, I feel like I could go to the track and run.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm like, well, either that's the magic pill, or there might be a few things going on. But I mean, just to see people's smiles on their faces and just like feel like I'm a new person, I'm a new
Yeah.
individual. Like, yeah, I know that's a great feeling. I do that myself.
Yeah. They get their
Already,
quality of life back.
yeah, just the sappy stuff. I'll do stuff. My foot was been through so much trauma, so to be where I'm at, I'm very grateful. But when it's bothering me, I'll take the selfie and I'll run like you paid. I'll put my thumb on the screen, and typically within minutes, I notice improvement.
Yeah.
And if
That's
I
great.
and I call stuff experiments. The first thing doesn't work, let's try something else.
Yep.
So I did that with myself. I thought it was a bone, but it wasn't. So I thought maybe it's muscle. Muscle didn't do anything. So I was like, let's try nerve. And again, within minutes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do it for my phone, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's awesome. But you have the right attitude, like it's trial and error, because so many people want like, okay, what's the perfect playlist? And it varies from person to person. So it really is that trial and error where you can see the magic happen.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
as far as even with my kid, I say there's really no failure here. Just
Yep.
call it experiments.
That's true. Yeah. If your body doesn't need it, won't accept it. So it's all good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye bye.